falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling.
Hi everybody, welcome to Cooking with Jean. This is episode 5. I'm Jean Lanahan from Eastwind Lobster and Grill. We're right here on the water in Buzzards Bay for 27 years and counting, our kitchen and fish market. Today we're going to make a pan-seared scallop with a bacon creamy aioli sauce. We're also going to do a pan-seared scallop with lemon zest and butter, very simple, both techniques. We're going to show you how quick, easy, delicious, simple, and decadent these scallops will be. Okay, so the first thing we're going to make is a pan-seared scallop with bacon aioli sauce. We have bacon, 4 slices of just a hardwood smoked bacon that we're going to put into the oven. Our scallops they're from New Bedford, and they're a dry sea scallop. These are actually a very large scallop. This is a pound of scallops, which would be what we suggest to buy for 2 people for dinner. You could get away with a little bit less because scallops are so rich. What we're going to do with these scallops first, before we pan-sear them, is we're going to get them nice and dry. That's a technique for when you're pan-searing anything. You should get your fish nice and dry so that when it goes into a hot pan, it gets a nice crust. So we're going to cook the scallops 2 different ways, one with a lemon zest and butter, and the other, like I said, with the aioli. So I have 2 pans that we're going to work with. Just a pinch of salt. We're making an aioli, which is generally an egg-based and an oil-based with mayonnaise. Today we're kicking it up a little bit. We're going to use some sour cream, mayo, Parmesan cheese, a little bit of our house spice, which you've heard about many times now. It's the Mama Bear spice, garlic, salt, pepper, onion, and parsley. That's our go-to spice for the house. We're going to drizzle in a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to garnish it with some fresh parsley that we just minced up. Again, the main player in this is the bacon. Scallops and bacon, match made in heaven in my opinion, so this is going to be one really delicious sauce. We want to make sure our pans are sprayed with non-stick spray. I'm not really going to add any oil or butter just yet because I don't want it to burn. So we're going to heat our pans. Oops. If you've watched any of our prior shows, you'll know with pan searing what you want to do is you want to get your pan hot to the touch. We don't want to add anything now because it will just stick and it will steam rather than pan sear. So we're just going to let this get almost to the smoking point before we add our scallops. Okay, I'm going to put 8 scallops into each. You hear that nice sizzle? I'm going to turn them and turn them down a minute. Nice and sticky, which is good. Nice and dry. This one is cooking a little bit faster, so I'm going to give them a flip. See how they're not even sticking to the pan. But look at that crust. The only thing we put on these scallops so far is just a little bit of salt. That's it. No butter, no oil. Don't need it because we're going to season them afterwards. These are ready. See the nice grill marks? You're going to look like a chef in your own kitchen if you have a grill pan.
I used to.
When these are done, we're just going to let them hang out. So we're going to serve these warm or room temperature. They don't even have to be so warm because we're treating these as an appetizer today. These are going to have some lemon zest butter, which is going to be, I would serve that as an entree. Some nice roasted vegetables or even right on top of a salad. It'd be beautiful. Okay, these are pretty much where we want them. This pan cooks really fast. I'm going to turn it down just a hair. What we're going to add to this now, I'm going to add a sprinkle of Mama Bear, again our house spice. I didn't add this earlier because I don't want the herbs to burn in there. This is some melted butter. I'm going to add just a dollop of that. And for lemon lovers out there, we're going to put in a little bit of lemon zest. This is not a fancy zester, but it works. Little lemon zest on top. That's where all the flavor is in the zest. So you don't need a lot. That, my friends, is done. We're just going to move this over, let that hang out. We're going to tend to our other scallops with the nice lines on them. You generally don't have to turn them again. I'm just doing this for show purposes to show you that they're not sticking. They're well cooked and they're beautifully browned. Okay, our scallops are resting. We just finished cooking them, so about 80% cooked. They're going to continue to cook in their pans while they're resting. We're going to make an aioli sauce. Dare I call it an aioli sauce? It could be a remoulade, but we are using mayo, sour cream, Parmesan cheese, drizzle of olive oil, and some of our house spice. First, we're going to put in about a cup of sour cream. You can use sour cream with mayo, Greek yogurt, one of them or all of them. I love to cook with Greek yogurt. We're not using it today, but I am going to use some sour cream. And a little bit of mayo. So in total, this is about a cup. Now, here's the bacon. We got the bacon nice and crusty. Okay, so we want to just rip up the bacon. It's not burnt, but it's definitely well done. Okay, we cooked it on parchment paper, so it won't shrink in the oven, and also the oil is extracted from it as well. So our salt and pepper is magically in our house spice, as well as a little bit of garlic, onion, parsley. Final ingredient, drizzle of olive oil. Now, if your favorite spice, or if you like basil, basil would go really well with this, especially after we add the grated cheese. Basil and grated cheese are a marriage match in heaven. Right, so let's add the grated cheese. This is about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. You don't have to add it, but I think it adds a nice little dimension to it. Another level of richness going in there. Fresh parsley. Again, you could use basil. So we didn't add any lemon to this. This I would serve as a main course. It would go great with a rice or some noodles, some grilled vegetables, some steamed carrots, whatever you like. It's pretty simple. Again, there's just a little bit of lemon zest. Drizzle this with some butter. Some herbs in there from the Mama Bear. Okay, I'm going to go for one of these first.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you.
Now I need a bite of this one. I love lemon. Just enough butter. Just enough salt and pepper. Pretty good. Thank you. Perfect.
Falling for nobody else but you. I'm flying high.
Thank you for joining us today. We made some great scallops, and hopefully you can try them at home. Simple, delicious, easy, and that's key to what we try to do around here. We hope to see you all soon at our shop, where everything is homemade, fresh, local, and delicious. Stay tuned for our next show, which will be featuring fish and some shrimp dishes in parchment paper.
I used to. I used to.